Hello and welcome to Extraordinary People of South Florida. This is your host, Sonia Chess, and we are here on location with LifeNet for Families. And I want you to join us on an extraordinary journey where we're going to have the opportunity to speak with the staff and the volunteers, have the opportunity to have lunch with those that are less fortunate than we are, and see what their needs are as an organization and see what we can do as a community to help out.
Good morning. My name's Russell Martin. I'm the President and CEO of this incredible organization known as LifeNet for Families. We do a tremendous amount of work here for those individuals and families in need. I've got a friend of mine right here, Peter, who we helped in many ways, food, showers, and getting a job. And Peter wants to say a little bit and thank us for what we've done for him.
Surely, LifeNet for Families. I come here in the morning, I was able to get a shower. I was able to get a food, no questions asked, no one really hassling me. They helped sign me up for food stamps, which sustained me when I was on the street living in my car. And I was really grateful. And as of lately, I just got hired to go back to work for an airline. And I thank LifeNet for Families because it kept me out of having to do other things to get showers and food. And I'm just grateful. So I thank God for this place and for the work that they do.
Success story. That's what we love to hear. Peter, thank you.
You're very welcome.
Congratulations, too.
Thanks so much, guy.
Wonderful.
I really appreciate it. God bless you. You do good work.
Thank you. This is Roosevelt. This is one of my best buddies here. He's our eyes and ears of this place. When we shut down, leave at night, he hangs out down here by the fence and he takes care of us, makes sure that nobody's messing with LifeNet for Families. Here at LifeNet for Families, we're open 365 days a year. New Year's, Christmas, Thanksgiving, you name it, we're open. Our chef, Denise, which I'm going to introduce you to a little bit later, I know last week she did over 400 meals in one day. We cannot operate here if it was not for our volunteers. Volunteers come in almost every day, serving, cooking, preparing the meals, handing out food boxes, clothing. But this is a group here. We have volunteers here helping us out today. Say hi. David is not a volunteer. David is one of our assistant chefs. Been here how many years, David?
25.
25 years. And you're all from what group?
We're different groups.
You're a hodgepodge today, huh?
St. Anthony's Church.
And you got the Pirates hat on. You need that Phillies hat. Come on now. This is one of my favorite volunteers here at LifeNet for Families. We call him Big Tony. Tony served our country in the military, in special operations, and he came across some hardships in his life where LifeNet for Families helped him out with services. And now he's back on his feet and he wants to give back to our organization. He comes here almost every single day and helps us out as a volunteer. Tony, would you like to say anything?
Yes, like Mr. Russ was saying, I got here back in 1992. I came here. I was scammed out of a home. Me and my 6 kids, we ended up on the street. LifeNet for Families helped us out, helped me get situated back on my feet. Now, it's been so long that my kids are actually grown and in college and in the military, and this is now I come back and give my praise and thanks to them. So I come and volunteer here and provide my services, from the kindness of my heart to say, hey, this is my way of saying thank you for helping me out. The agency is a very good agency. We help not just the homeless population, but people with houses and stuff like that. We feed approximately anywhere between 280 to as high as 479 people a day, depending on the time of the month, in 2 hours for hot meals. And we do approximately 300 boxes a day in food boxes, approximately. And that's 5 days a week. So, we provide showers, we provide clothing for people, rental assistance, and that type of stuff. Like I say, I wouldn't know what I would do without this agency. This is one of the best nonprofit groups I've been with here in Broward County.
Tony keeps peace in the family. Tony, thank you. This is where it all happens down here. This is Chef Denise. Chef Denise is from Jamaica. And I always tell this story, any type of donations, any type of food that we get in, Denise just spices it up and makes it taste great. Every meal she serves is so good. Last week she did over 400 meals in one day. She's been proposed to, I think, a half dozen times. At least. And sometimes I think, are all these people coming because they're really hungry, or are they coming because they love Denise's food? I think it's a combination of both. But Denise, would you like to say anything?
You said it all, really. I mean, we do feed anybody. She's probably told you anybody can come in and have a meal. We do average about 350. Recently, we have been going several days over 400, going towards the end of the month. Everybody's money runs out; they come on in. But yeah, it's been a pleasure being here. I love it here. You know, it's like a big family. You get to know everybody out there.
And introduce you to Big Bertha and Stanley Steamer.
We do about 25 gallons of chili in here.
And this is how she mixes it.
I do my Macbeth.
She's got it in here. She's going. And that's the Stanley Steamer. The first two things she introduced me to. This is Angelia. She works here at LifeNet for Families. She oversees the distribution of food boxes to families. She also oversees the hygiene baskets that we put together, the clothing, and mailroom. When I first started working here at LifeNet, they told me that we had a post office. I'm like, why do we have a post office? I walk in here and see all these letters and everything. And they said, well, think about Mr. Russ, the homeless, they don't have a place to receive any mail. So they put us down, LifeNet for Families, as their home address. So Angelina, would you like to say a little bit about what we do here?
Okay, I am the distribution manager. I run our drive-through, which are for our disadvantaged families who can't actually, this is a supplemental box that we actually give them to actually supplement for their food stamps until they get here. So I actually run that. I also do the clothes, which are done on Tuesday, Thursday. They are allowed to come in and get a shirt, pants, socks when we have them, underwear, all those things. Also, we also give them a personal hygiene kit also to take with them, so they can actually take baths and brush their teeth and all those other things. Haircuts are done Monday, Wednesday, Friday, so we actually do those from 9 to 12. And so they're welcome to get a haircut on any of those days. And mailroom, of course. Yes, mail is every day from 9 to 12 o'clock. Clients come and get their mail here. Packages they may have from family out of town, they get to send them here. So pretty much it's a full mail service here. And they just actually come and get their mail and that's it.
When I first joined the LifeNet for Families, I played the undercover boss. I came in with hats, sunglasses, jeans, and a t-shirt, and you really didn't know who I was or anything. And one of my employees, you can see these boxes here, these all go out to families in need. Well, we had a car pull up. A lady pulled up in an absolutely beautiful convertible Lexus. She's on her cell phone. She had jewelry on galore. And one of my employees, George, took a box, put it in her car, took another box, third box, put 3 boxes in her car. And I see this lady drive away, smiling, waving to everybody. I'm like, George, come over here. I said, George, what are you putting 3 boxes of food in her car? George looks at me and smiles and goes, oh, Mr. Russ, that's one of our volunteers. I felt this big. Here this lady was coming here, taking boxes of food to deliver them to homebound clients, to individuals that are either in wheelchairs, they may be seniors that can't drive. And so she's doing this out of the goodness of her heart. And my first impression was, why is she getting a box of food? I learned a lot that day. This is Barbara. Barbara's been with us for 10 years. She's our pantry manager. She handles this entire warehouse full of food. She puts out about 200 boxes every single day, about 4,000 a month. The only employee, the only one that works in here, everyone else is volunteers. She trains them and they assemble all the boxes. If she's had the group come in a couple times, they become experts, and then Barbara goes back there and hides and puts her feet up on the desk. It's not true. But Barbara, would you like to say a little bit about what we do here?
It's just like Russ says. I prepare food boxes, I train volunteers, I bring in donation, and that's about it. I don't know.
Keeps you busy, right?
Yes.
She does a wonderful job.
Thank you.
Thank you, Barbara.
You're welcome.
This is George. George oversees the whole entire warehouse. He operates the forklift, stores the food, clothing, anything that comes in. All donations come through the warehouse distribution center. One of the things I really like about George is he started here when he was 18, and he survived all these years here. You're 24 now?
Yeah.
24. And I was telling you the story about the boxes of food that the young lady picked up in her Lexus, and George was putting the food boxes in her car, and I said to George, why are you delivering the food to this lady? And he corrected me. He said, Russ, that's one of our volunteers. But I'm going to let George share a little bit about what he does and the operation here in the warehouse.
Okay, as far as the warehouse, I stack pallets, organize, make sure they're nice, organized right. Come in on a daily basis through the morning time. Produce is over here on Tuesdays. I have about 3 pallets on this side, 3 pallets on this side, full of produce. And on Tuesdays it's given out at a church. Right. Throughout Monday, except for Tuesdays, the produce done here at the church. But Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Friday, food boxes are given out throughout the warehouse.
George is a one-man show. I mean, we have skeleton staff and we survive by volunteers, so George does it all down here. And a group of volunteers come in, work with George, helps them. He trains them and he puts them to work. Everybody leaves here with a sense of pride that they've made a big accomplishment to those in need. George, thank you.
You're welcome.
My name is Corinne, and I'm a LifeNet for Families employee, and I've been here 5 years, and we do marvelous work. We have a shower, 2 showers available, and we have soap and shampoo and toothbrushes and toothpaste for our clients. They can take showers every other day, and we have hot water and a dryer for them to dry off, and we have about 50 people a day taking showers.
Last month, we get the reports in every month, and last month I know we did 755.
Oh, did we?
755 hot showers in 1 month, which is incredible.
Incredible.
Nancy does all the bookkeeping here, and Nancy knows every single penny that comes in and every single penny that goes out of this place, every single bit of donations that come in. She makes my life easy. So I appreciate Nancy. Thank you.
Hey, good morning. I'm Alima. I'm the social worker here, or the coordinator of client services. Basically, what I do here is I assist the clients with, I assess them for the pantry downstairs. I assist them with their identification, VA benefits, Social Security, sometimes the food stamps, but we have a separate office for that. Household items, shelter, anything that they could possibly need, they come to me. And if I can help them, I will. And if we don't offer it here, I give them referrals to where they need to go.
We're here at LifeNet for Families interviewing Frank Fernandez. He is an amazing man on an amazing journey, and he's going to tell us a little bit about what he does for this wonderful organization.
Here at LifeNet for Families, my role is essentially to maintain and create relationships and stewardship here at LifeNet for Families, incorporating the dollars that come in and making sure that we use them in the best possible way, keeping our costs down, and making sure that the donors entrust us to do what we do really well here at LifeNet for Families, is to help those that are in need. We're really proud of the fact that we keep our administrative costs way below the national average. We average about 5% of every dollar goes to administrative costs. So we're able to translate that back into the community in many ways. So your dollars really stretch out in a greater impact here in Broward County.
Wonderful, wonderful. So tell us a little bit about how we can reach you, how the community can help as far as volunteers, the type of donations, and where they can make the donations as well.
Sure. We're right on the internet. Come visit us at lifenetforfamilies.org. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. There's many ways to do that. We have many ways to volunteer here. Special events is one avenue, is where we raise funds here. We also need volunteers here every day of the year. So if you're looking to give some time during the day, we'll gladly put you to work. You'll feel good doing it, and you'll be doing it for a great cause.
Next up, we have Miss Belle Jackson. She is a wonderful, wonderful lady helping out in the community, and she is going to tell us a little bit more about her story and her job here and her position and what she does for the homeless.
Hello everybody, my name is Belle Jackson. My position here is the office manager. So first thing in the morning we open up, I delegate where each of our clients is going, whether it be to the showers or for social services, for food stamps, or even if they needed to come in to get food, I can let them know where they need to go, what time to be there. A lot of our clients have been coming in for job readiness services as of lately, and I usually have them come in the afternoons and get them squared away with resumes. We go over the ins and outs of interviewing, job searching, so forth and so on. How to dress, how to present yourself. Basic things you need to know when going to apply for work. I do a little bit of light security as well, and I help out at the showers. Pretty much anywhere I'm needed around here, I'm there, which we all wear a lot of different hats around here.
Finally, I am standing with the lovely Lady Lisa, the operations manager, and she is going to explain to us more about her position, what she does, and how the community can help, and the vision for the organization.
My name is Lisa Frederick, and I'm in charge of basically human resources, and I provide documentation to our new hires. I also make sure that the employees have sick vacation time and so forth. Also, I have to do payroll, and this is all on the HR, UCT6, all the tax forms, W-2, get them ready. And other things that I do other than human resources is I do most of the reports for the food. For example, we have different programs that I have to do reports for. For example, Project Lifeline. We have Mobile Pantry. We have Access, which is the food stamps. We also have several other different programs. Other things that I do here is I purchase all the food and also all supplies, office supplies. Well, basically I purchase everything, from tables to chairs, all of the food, as I said before. One thing I know that the community can definitely do for us is be more supportive. They are very supportive, don't get me wrong. They're very supportive. But if you can get just a little bit more help, not even from the officials, the police, City Hall. What we're trying to do here is a very good thing. What we do here is not only to get someone help, but to help them for the future. Help them get a better job or even a job. Also, maybe they need an ID to get that job, or a home, somewhere to stay before they have to have a permanent address here. And we also provide in the mailroom, we have a mailroom, we provide addresses. So therefore, even the homeless can receive mail. They can actually, they can order for anything from the government. You have to have an address. So therefore, they're able to get food stamps, disability, so therefore they can survive on the street. Maybe sometimes have a motel to stay in. And the homeless here, it's sometimes very sad, because we know that most people who are homeless is because of maybe mental illnesses or maybe drug addictions, most of them. And unfortunately, we don't have the funding to put them in a hospital or rehab. So therefore, all we can do is help them with food and support them the best way we can. The community can help us by more funding, of course. We would love to be able to help even more of them who come here. So therefore, sometimes we have grants that specify certain things, like you have to live in Plantation. So therefore, we can give funding to somebody who is in Fort Lauderdale. I just had an incident with the social worker who told me that it's pretty frustrating that she would like to refer some of the clients to different agencies, but they can't get there. So therefore, bus passes comes in play. And if we have more funding for just little things, it's not you know, thousands of dollars, but sometimes just little things. Don't get me wrong, we still need those $1,000. And that's definitely funding is one of our biggest needs here. We also have lots of volunteers. We have a skeleton crew of 17 employees, so volunteers play a very, very big part in what we do here. In the kitchen right now, we have only 2 employees. Everyone else there are volunteers. We have, in one day, probably about 60 volunteers here, running around, busy as ever. So we do appreciate that.
I do want to thank you for your time and let you know that I see the passion here. I really enjoyed my time here today with you and the staff and the volunteers. And I'll tell you, definitely, for me, I will definitely leave here with a spirit of gratefulness as well as gratitude that I do have a place to lay my head, and you definitely will see me back here to volunteer as much as my schedule allows. And I appreciate what you all are doing for the community, and whatever we can do to help, to assist, don't hesitate to give us a call.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Very nice meeting you.
Same here.
Wow, what an amazing journey today here at LifeNet for Families. I personally am touched by the stories today. Just had an opportunity to see my fellow Americans, my fellow family here, having to see what their needs are. Being homeless is certainly, that can be a devastating experience. Having the opportunity to walk through the organization, meeting the staff and the CEO, and getting a chance to meet with people that are less fortunate really does something for my spirit. And it is our hope, as we had an opportunity to be on location to host Extraordinary People of South Florida, that the community would come out and volunteer, get involved, make donations, help them in every area where there's a need. Here at LifeNet for Families, you can reach them online at lifenetforfamilies.org, where you can volunteer, make donations. They need clothing. The opportunities are endless here for you to be a part of their journey. I want to thank you for your time and for giving me the opportunity to be here today.